I feel like the record this week should just get put aside for, I guess, to be thankfulness. I don't know.
That's true.
Emotions,
You're thankful. What are
positiveness.
you thankful for this week? We have enough of these turkeys.
Spin syllables, soliloquies so simple as these.
It's Rockin' and Rappin', a podcast with a purpose. I'm King Cooper here with Alex and the Ben. It's our Thanksgiving Day special, and it's never too early or late to catch these Black Friday deals. I have a new book out for kids called The Girl in the Silver Boots. Available in Borders bookstore across the world.
I feel like that's false advertising. Unless you got into Borders, which I don't know how hard that might be. Wait, Borders is closed.
Yeah, that's the joke.
That's
So
the
it would
joke.
be-
I got it.
It would be very hard, but Borders can't come after me for false advertising then.
No,
It's
that's
available
fair.
on Spirit Halloweens.
Yeah, have you heard that Spirit Christmases are starting to be a thing?
That's what I was going to say. I just heard about those. That seems like
Yeah.
so weird.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, but we had the Christmas tree shop. I think that's what it was called.
Oh, I don't remember that.
They are open
It's like
all
an
year
all
long.
year round. Yeah, but it's also not only Christmas, so it's weird.
Yeah, so all year round, not just Christmas. Very different than the seasonal Christmas store.
But it's called the Christmas tree shop, and so it's majority for Christmas tree. It's like
They're
when your
false
grandmother would go
advertising.
buy you random things like, "Oh, I got you this ornament because I heard you like trains."
I thought that's what
It's
the
a-
Hallmark store was for.
I have to go to the
That's
Hallmark
for
store.
very expensive.
Are you getting Beanie
Ornaments.
Babies?
No,
Oh
ornaments.
shoot! I
Oh.
forgot that's where they used to sell them.
Yeah, there's a whole
I don't
story,
know
I'm
what they
sure.
have.
Maybe because they were like locally owned, and that was the thing. Beanie Babies had to be sold from a store like that.
I
For-
don't know. So the Harlequin said she already picked up them, so I should have ornaments that I wanted that I don't remember that I wanted for Christmas.
You don't save yours year after year?
No, I mean, but they release new ones, and you're like, "Oh, I want this one."
I don't want my tree too cluttered.
Is the Dreamcast this year or last year?
I'm gonna say last
Yeah.
year. I know Sonic is running in a loop this year. I think there's a different Pokemon. It might be Snorlax, or if that wasn't already out.
Are these Nintendo ornaments?
One of
The
these are just
Hallmark
like the Hallmark
ornaments.
ones make very specific, like,
They made a
and like usually if
Dreamcast
they hit
Dreamcast
a
from an
ornament.
ornament.
button, yeah, if you hit the button, it probably plays the logon noise.
Oh yeah, there's an
That's
there's
cool.
an Xbox this year. The original
what I heard.
Xbox with the controller that hurts your hand. Mario
Mm.
Kart. Do I
The
have a Mario
Mammoth.
Kart? I have a Yoshi.
If you had an
Toad, I think
Xbox
Toad might be the
controller
one,
that
sure.
was the original one was life size as an ornament, it would destroy your tree. Probably knock it over.
Oh yeah, life size. I mean, the thing was like,
Yeah, bigger than a
not enough
house.
people know about it.
Know about
It
it?
didn't
Is
last
it
long.
the
It
origin
should be in a
girl?
museum.
They quickly replaced it with like the normal size controllers. So like if you weren't a day one released Xbox person or spent a lot of time in like a GameStop, you never used the Behemoth.
So I remember it from the GameStop.
Yeah, it was
be stretched
out.
so big.
Have to lay across the whole controller, hands on one knob, feet on the other.
They did all types of research on that too, and people.
But why was it so big? And it was just empty in the center.
Well, you needed the logo,
Right.
product placement.
Well, yes, size in my head.
Why did the N64 have
A lot of
the
things.
weirdest controller ever?
Why did it?
A lot of things.
Nintendo
a
is
lot of
innovative.
awesome things.
The C buttons.
Nintendo-
Ooh, the Z button. I guess that was the first Z button. Or did it have XYZ on the Super Nintendo controller? A, B, C,
No,
X, Y,
Super
Z.
Nintendo was 4. The Genesis
It was
controller
Oh.
had 6 buttons.
Well,
But
so
other
did
than
the
that-
Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo
No, Super
had
Nintendo had 4.
You mean
and
left,
then
right?
Had 4 and the
Yeah.
2 bumpers.
that would be 6.
I guess the Genesis did. Genesis did not have bumpers, so. But then
Yeah.
the N64 created a Z button, and then the C button as well.
And then we got the bumpers with Z's.
Now you
No.
have
Button and trigger-
LR
buttons
and
and triggers.
ZR and ZL.
Wow.
They're
Z,
the
are they
same
Z?
thing.
They're
They are
triggers.
Z.
Well,
They're
that's how I
triggers,
see
but
it.
they're Z.
The Sega
Yeah, that's
had
what they are.
ABC. Well, the Genesis had
Yep.
ABC.
Yeah, but it had 6 buttons, so it had to have 3
Yeah,
other
like
buttons.
the top row was XYZ.
No, not the Genesis.
It might have been like a Game Gear
No,
or
the
something.
Genesis
Yeah,
had
the
6
game-
buttons.
The Genesis had ABC.
Well, while you're
The
looking that up, I'll
Game
move on
Gear
to
had-
the most natural foods on our Thanksgiving Day plates, like the
Natural
least
foods.
genetically modified, because the turkey didn't get too big to fly on its own.
Well, it never really flew, and it sort of flies now. turkeys do and don't fly.
You're
I'm
saying
aware of that.
turkeys have been genetically modified to fly?
Sega Genesis 16-bit console, ABC XYZ.
Which one? The original Genesis is
Now, was that
I know,
controller
that's all
genetically
it says.
modified?
I mean,
the
isn't
controller?
well, yeah, because it's plastic.
It's not genetics then.
I was
Okay.
playing
Ben-
Mario Party
Okay.
online, and somebody
Hacked.
yes, the
Oh.
one game where you have to hit the button repetitively.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
No, I guess if you use
don't lose. Somebody got
But-
250 times in 10 seconds.
Wow, there.
All right,
Gamer.
that's a controller.
Did you report
No.
them?
The Ben is right.
Are you
I
allowed
did
to
look it
report
up.
That
them?
is
The
not-
original controller was just ABC, and then they re-released it with ABC XYZ.
Yeah, that sounded right.
So that's a genetically modified controller that allows you to hit the button more than.
The turbo.
I mean, technically,
button.
you hit a button for turbo, yeah.
So why isn't turbo just in everything? Like, just put the turbo option on
No.
every controller. Well, why not?
Because
the cheaters?
then it's like, well, it is then
You don't
just
have to have
cheating because
skill?
it's like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, you have this ability to dislodge your thumb and hit faster than anybody else can. Now we're gonna have to equal it out. No, I can do it 120 times in 10 seconds.
I know a guy that can do 250.
No, nobody actually can do that.
I know a robot that can do 250.
Yeah, a robot.
But you could still like report them for using turbo. Like the controller will tell the game turbo's turned on.
Don't know.
I
I
just
know
like
it
having
doesn't.
it possible.
It
No,
just
it
hits
could,
the
though.
button. But
Yeah.
the way the controller's set up, there's a second button you hit, and then you hit what button you want to turbo, and it just
Yeah.
presses it a lot internally. So I don't think they would have any way of knowing. I mean, it's also not like you should be a world-class Mario Party online competitor.
I'm sure there are pro.
Well, yes, there is, because there's literally that version of the game, but every video game has competitive people. But
Yeah.
that, you can't physically do that. Like, what's the math of that? So it's
What,
10
2.5
seconds.
Yeah, it's like-
2.5 pushes a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Or is it 25 pushes a second, I think?
You're like,
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how long
25
it was.
pushes.
10 seconds.
Yeah. So 25
yeah,
pushes a second for 10 seconds. 200 equals
I mean-
240 seconds.
Some
Moving
people
on to
play
Shakespeare's.
online competitive to feel better about themselves.
And cheat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess you just get joy. I used to do this thing on StarCraft Online where me and a friend, we'd play like a friendly game with strangers, and then we'd win, we'd beat the computer, and then me and the friend this whole time were just getting our armies super strong, and we attack the allies and cheated them, I guess.
that is just mean, but it's
Well,
hilarious.
yeah, like, so why was that fun? But I guess cheating is fun at some point.
And you're still, that's just, the game was to just attack things, so.
Yeah, but
I
you
mean-
know how it is when people make alliances that are unspoken alliances are BS.
And that you break them, but also, like, as I'm flying my battle cruisers over to their city, I'm like, no, I'm one of the good guys. Stop accusing me of cheating. And then a second later, drop a nuke. So this is going to be from Hamlet, Act 2,
So-
Scene 2. This is
You
Hamlet.
started talking about turkeys. You're not gonna. But
What about
so,
them?
they
They were
first off,
genetically
is-
modified to fly, and now
They-
we have turkeys
so-
everywhere, overrunning us, hanging on our wires by the telephone poles.
I don't think Shakespeare wrote anything about GMOs. It would be really hard to compare them.
Chris is the reason that Among Us exists, so as we've learned.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Makes sense.
the turkeys were not. They never. They sleep in nests in trees, so they kind of. That's their extent of flying. Is they
Wild
just
turkeys
jump
can
really
fly.
high.
Oh.
They can't really fly. They can just jump very high.
Hey, I can't Luigi myself into a tree, so I'm gonna call that flying.
Well, did you listen to the Sif Pod about it? They had
Yeah,
episodes
like-
about turkeys.
But
Yeah,
like,
but
that's,
tur-
like, if,
but-
like if I could, like I
Yeah.
would say Luigi flies. That jump thing he does,
Yeah,
I would call
and
that
twirl.
flying.
Well, I guess if you
Yeah, the
consider
kick thing, he
jumping
does the-
really high, flying, that's Yoshi.
Oh,
I guess in Super
No,
Mario
Luigi does the kick
2,
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on.
in 2, but
So
No,
I was
Yoshi
just
does it
thinking,
later. That's why.
if we
Yeah.
are calling the selective breeding by humans genetically modified, aren't humans genetically modified by our own selective breeding?
That's the thing. GMOs aren't bad. Everything
Well,
is genetically modified.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we
Like,
solved that
that's the
one.
argument.
Unless you're
Go back to Hamlet.
unless you're eating crab apples. You eating crab apples that taste like a rock and have the
That was
same
the other
texture?
thing. We said there was 7,500 apple varieties. No ways eating crab apples. The reason you use them is for cider because you don't have clean drinking water.
Well, that's
7,500
crab apples for
apple
cider
varieties.
either.
You can, yeah, you
I
can.
think you throw crab apples at.
Alcohol. Everything's
7,500 varieties of apples. I bet like 7,000 of them are crab apples.
I mean, probably. Garbage
Alright.
apples.
No, they were all
I went
like,
through most of the list.
but was it
So
a
that's
list
like
of
a
all
2
like
days of-
delicious apples? Because like I've seen like 100
Yeah,
varieties of
there's-
apples, and that was a lot.
Well, I feel like delicious
Yeah,
is
I spent a good
'cause-
hour.
Because like
Like
what are
Red
they,
Delicious,
Granny
you mean?
Smiths
Golden
aren't
Delicious?
as delicious as like some like people are like,
Granny
oh, this
Smith?
is delicious. Like that apple's horrible.
Red Delicious is awful. That's the worst named apple. I mean, it's not
What about
awful, but
Golden Delicious?
it's like cardboard. Better than red in my
What about
opinion.
what about the Envy apple?
I wish I was as good as that apple.
It's from New Zealand.
Oh well, no, I take
Hey,
it back.
I don't count otherworldly apples.
Here, well, I
It's
don't
across-
count
I
New
want
Zealand.
American
It's
apples.
across-
It's an Australian
it-
apple to me.
It's a cross between a Gala and a Braeburn.
Oh, my
Man,
favorite's
Chris,
Fuji.
you just lost all
So-
of our New Zealand fans.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think we're
So
in there.
so what you're saying is you only like your Washington State apples.
Yeah, keep my Washington
Oh.
apples
Par-
in America. Can I read this
Right.
pamphlet?
Transition.
The people have spoken for.
Envy apple was ranked number 1 for flavor, texture, aroma, and appearance in an independent study done
What
by.
about apple
New
to
Zealand.
apple?
I know those
Apple
peasants
to
love their
app.
apples. Apple to apple.
All right.
Beggar that I am even poor in thanks. But I thank you. And sure, dear friends, my thanks are too dear a half penny. I was thinking a half penny is probably genetically modified penny. If you're enjoying the show, please leave a comment. I'd love for you to join the conversation.
They apparently used to cut money in half.
Yeah, it's literally half
Oh.
a penny. That's
Yes,
why
that's-
it's.
So physically modified, which is genetically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll jump into the wrecking or rapping section. I thought we could all do turkey impressions and then judge wrecking and rapping, but if you didn't want to do your impressions, that's fine too. Would you like me to start? Go first?
Dude, someone else did turkey impressions, and they were really good. It made me feel like I don't know what a turkey actually sounds like.
Oh.
Also on set.
Yeah.
Well,
Man,
we're
I'm
not
just
going to
keep-
mention the competition. What are you guys
I'm
doing
just
that for?
plugging other episodes.
Unless they're having us on or they're coming on ours, why are we throwing them
I
some
mean, you probably could.
sun? All right, well,
Because
send out an
you're gonna
email.
have two Alexes.
Oh.
Oh,
Hate to break this to you, the Ben.
Is your name Alex now?
yes. Like, is your name secretly Alex all this time?
No, the Ben is the second Alex that joined the show.
His name's not Alex. Like,
There's a person named that. I thought you were saying the personality
no,
of
no,
Alex.
it would be two
Oh.
like physical
I don't know,
Alexes.
say Alex the Wrecker or something. Wrecking and Rapping's Alex. There you go.
Alright,
Wrecking and
Are we,
Rapping's
are we
Alex.
doing
Alex-
turkey sounds?
So, yeah,
And
so what's a
Alex,
turkey?
Alex the Jeopardy champion.
Is that our Alex?
Not you.
Not me?
No, I've never been
Oh.
on Jeopardy.
What does the turkey say? Gobble gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Is that good turkey or bad turkey? Wrecking or rapping? You must choose one.
So here's the thing:
I
you
don't know.
can't play through your phone because your headphones are messing up there.
No, it's not. It's there's no sound on this video. It's just a picture of a turkey standing in a field.
I'm gonna judge that one as wrecking then.
That's fair. I thought I could Google a turkey sound.
Ben,
and I
did
did not
you want
get
to do a
turkey
turkey?
sound.
Am I supposed to be doing a turkey sound now too?
Well, that's what we're doing, but you don't have to if you didn't
Oh,
want
my
to.
Bluetooth. I can do a turkey sound.
Turkey
Oh, that
says
says
gobble
something.
gobble. That sounds like a sick mule. Those are birds.
Yeah, that's probably as fair.
Turkey
What do you
is
think a
bird.
turkey is?
Well, that's a tweet tweet, not a gobble gobble.
No, but turkey's gonna.
That was more of a rap. There you go. Well, moving on from turkeys, on Kendrick Lamar's new album, GNX, is out. And on the song Whacked Out Murals, he says, keep your head down and work like I do, but understand that everyone ain't gonna like you. There's a little rap for you. And another line, is that a turkey? I think that was a car driving by. car. There's a car in the road. Another line that goes with
Hockey
food
net.
from the song TV Off is, Master, please take a moment to subscribe or follow the channel. Alex, you're up. It's your wreck of the week.
I don't know. I feel like the record this week should just get put aside for, I guess, to be thankfulness. I don't know. You know,
That's true.
emotions,
You're thankful. What are you thankful for this week? We have enough of these turkeys.
It's all turkeys all day. It's in the
So
name.
many turkeys.
The day
Well,
is,
you know.
It is Turkey Day.
so just turkey days. Turkey days.
Alex,
Turkey sounds.
what's turkeying your week this Turkey Day?
You
I don't
jive
have any
turkey.
I gotta make a pie, but like that's what I'm gonna do after this is go make a pie.
Wow, that was riveting.
you know,
Are you
I
ready
was
for
gonna-
me to calm
Yeah.
down from that?
What makes you angry? I got nothing.
Well, no,
Well, no,
put
he's
it-
not
we
angry
said
'cause
that
we're thankful
we're getting
for
rid of the
Thanksgiving.
wreck this week to be thankful.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
still have a meditation for us from my great-grandfather. This is number 4. Not to have attended schools for the public, to have good teachers at home, and to realize that this is the sort of thing that one should spend lavishly on. And that's what we're doing on the show. The best teachers at home are father, uncle, family. Happy
We're
Thanksgiving.
spending money on them.
I don't want my
Well-
kids taught by their uncles.
Well, you would if they
Not the best
you would if
teachers at
they
all.
were spending their money on their education, but just focusing on education, focusing on being smarter, brighter, faster, harder, stronger.
I question it depends on what you want them to learn, because
I guess.
there's some.
He's already learning plenty of Nintendo stuff, so I guess he.
See? So Uncle has been a teacher, whether you like it or not. Uncle Mario. Uncle Mickey's a big one in my house.
Mickey doesn't
That
teach
sounds
anything.
weird.
Yeah,
He does. Teaches shape.
Mickey's
There's a
He
square.
teaches you
This-
hot dog, hot diggity
Diggity
dog.
dog.
dog. Now I
And,
got to pay the royalties for that.
and Mars, they're called Yumblats. Bet you didn't know that. The Martian
What?
hot dogs are called Yumblats.
Well, in Maine, they have red hot dogs.
Ew.
they
Ew.
You mean red color or red hot?
Both.
Red
Ew.
color. No, they're not
Okay.
spicy hot dogs. They're,
No, I meant like
they're
fi-
like,
like,
a net.
like hot metal red.
Like Cheetos
What?
hot dogs.
Like
Yeah,
metal
I
turns
mean,
red when it
well,
gets hot.
somewhere probably does
Red hot.
have Cheeto hot dogs. Is probably an actual thing, but they're like a natural casing. They're red.
I got an
don't know.
advertisement
I prefer
for
my hot dogs without a
Doritos
case.
liquor.
I'd buy
The
that.
Doritos vodka actually sold out real fast everywhere, unless they did a
I
bigger release
believe
of
it. But just these sort of things of hot fries vodka, then there you go. You got a
Ah,
gold mine on your
No.
hand of just crunching up your chips
I don't
and
even
then
know if
putting
they
them
make
into
hot
any
fries
food.
anymore.
No, they can't stop hot fries. That's a cultural legend.
Tikis?
Tzatziki sauce, you mean?
No,
No.
the Takis? Takis.
Takis.
But they're not
Hot
hot
fries-
fries.
Hot
Fries are
fries
like
make me
Cheetos.
think
Well,
of
They're not Cheetos.
no. They're
just-
for some reason they're the
rectangles.
bazooka gum of chips. That's what
That makes
Sure.
sense.
they make me think of. I think it might be the advertisement. It looks just like Archie,
Mm-hmm.
which is Bazooka Joe is somehow in the Archie comics universe. I don't know.
Did Archie comics come on the gum wrappers? Were those always Archie comics?
Possibly.
It
Well, they
might
were
be
bazooka
the same-
comics.
Yeah, it might be the same. It's like same style or whatever, and yeah. But
Ben,
Archie,
Can you explain we talked last week about Tyson's fight using 14-ounce gloves. Can you explain the effects of different glove weights and the reasons why we have them?
boxers have gloves to actually make boxing more dangerous. So,
Why
old
would they want to
boxing.
make it more dangerous? Why not do barbed wire then
Because you can punch harder.
with a
Yes.
heavier glove? Or because of gloves,
No,
you can
well,
punch harder?
You're not
Because
going to
of
hurt
gloves,
your
you punch
hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And maybe
So,
a little
it-
air resistance?
So in bare knuckle boxing, which still does exist, and old timey the Queensland style,
Mhm.
which is actually a reason people box like that. That's an actual. There's things to that.
That'd be a
But-
good thing for next week.
They, without gloves, you did not punch people in the face.
Oh.
Sometimes you would, but not as often. No, because that's
'Cause
how
the-
you break your wrist.
Yeah.
So, or your
And
hand.
sometimes you got to make sacrifices.
Because you don't want bone on bone isn't a good idea.
They would also fight multiple, like those fights had no time limits. They had unlimited rounds. It kept going. So, and they would also fight more than once, like in a week and stuff. So they would be a lot more body shots and stuff, like liver kicks. Oh, I guess liver punches. But you could also throw back in that days. But they wouldn't punch in the face. So you want to get as many knockouts. They then started using gloves, which to reduce on cuts is what it did, because the cloth would not tear like skin on skin. It's also used why they use Vaseline in boxing. But then it would also provide it. The gloves provide protection for your hand, the puncher, because it's padding so your knuckles don't get hurt and you don't break your hand. It also causes the wrist. The reason that they tape the wrists, all that, and the Velcro strap, it stabilizes your wrist to keep it straight. Because when you punch as hard as professional boxers do, if your wrist is even slightly off, you're going to go into, you don't punch like that at all. That's
well, that's what I'm saying. I was visualizing a fist hitting a thing with a slight wrist bend, and then it's going to fully collapse.
It breaks your wrist, yes. Yes, so that's why if you ever punch somebody, bear calls. But that's what it is. But also
that's
through the heavier palm strikes, too, you can also call it. But as you get, like, the training, like when they train, they use heavier gloves. And then when you actually fight, you use the lighter gloves because it provides less padding for when the person gets hit. And because as you get more Christian coming in, you're less likely to get knocked out. But it also causes more brain injury through having boxing gloves in general. Causes CTE and more brain damage and all that because you're, instead of just getting knocked out, you're slowly, repetitively just having your brain shaking and shaking and shaking. And just like a standing 10 count
causes
is bad.
CTE nowadays.
Anything that hits you in the head repetitively, yes, causes CTE. I mean, they used to call CTE.
Fun things.
Well, that's true.
I mean, if you consider power slap a fun thing,
everything I want to do causes CTE.
Then yes, all slap getting repetitive hits in the head causes CTE. That's it.
I think that's probably just a sign humans are really bored that they've just started hitting each other in the heads a lot, finding more
to give
ways.
Each other brain damage.
Humans have always hit each other in the head. It's just that.
Well, I guess no. The real answer to that is the head is actually one of our weak points, and you always aim for someone's weak point.
Yeah.
I guess. So maybe there's also a satisfying thing like the Rock'em Sock'em robots. Like you want to hit this little boop
it's
on
the weak
top.
Yeah.
It literally explodes.
Yeah. It's the off button. You just get hit and crumble. That's why you hit people in the head, is because you don't even, even if you don't have to hit them hard, if you hit them in the right spot.
That's why I never understand in science fiction when someone makes a robot that they put all the meaningful parts in the head. So people like you always see it like, oh, they blow up the robot body and then the head finishes. It's like, oh, but I have something more to say. It's like, oh, put the important bits of a robot in the shoulder or something that someone's not aiming for, and then the robot will keep moving and doing all of its stuff.
I'm going to talk about the mind-body problem in the philosophy book later, and that kind of relates to that.
Well,
but currently I was going
thing.
to read the Bible. Oh,
it's Thanksgiving. No, I'm going. No, bedtime. Yeah, I had a feeling. So, because we're going to figure out, because Thanksgiving, going to determine what's the best Thanksgiving Day food. So, cue up one shining moment. We're doing this NCAA style.
Sweet potatoes.
NCAA style. It's tournament brackets.
Oh, okay.
No, we have a tournament.
So
listen to the game.
Hurry up.
Don't just yell things.
We don't need rules.
Okay, we got two brackets.
All right.
What do we got?
So we got two brackets. Got the main things and then desserts. And then we're going to figure out the end. Okay. So first off,
what do we got?
Turkey versus cranberry sauce.
I guess turkey, but it depends on how it's made. Both
yeah,
of them depend on how they're made.
Too. So I guess turkey squeaks through because cranberry sauce is a good competitor.
See? Yeah.
See, cranberry sauce, I put it in this one, but that was a gimme one. But I put, I had it, just when Flizzo was here, he was supposed to be the tiebreaker, but I have got some of his answers for that now. So, okay, so we have, it's going to be a hot one. Stuffing versus corn.
Yeah, I guess go corn.
I'm not a huge... Ben, I don't think you know your audience.
Well, no, I do know my audience. That's why the corn is on there.
Yeah, corn easily just takes it.
Mm-hmm. All right,
mashed potatoes, mac and cheese.
Mashed potatoes.
Okay. All right.
This is pretty easy so far.
I got sweet potatoes, green beans.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet
No, why is a
potatoes.
vegetable even on? How does a
Yeah,
vegetable
what?
get to
Exactly.
the finals?
You mean
That is
the
not-
potato?
Well,
That's
but we're...
that's a starch.
Green.
You're the one that talks about there are no vegetables.
Exactly.
True.
There are no vegetables. Greens,
Okay.
though. We don't like greens.
All right, so now we're on the dessert
Okay.
side.
No,
Oh.
that's not how a
Is
bracket
it
works.
eight?
We're getting
Eight?
it's a bracket.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna finish the bracket. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
turkey versus
so turkey
corn?
versus corn.
Oh, I'm gonna go corn.
Oh, I'd go turkey.
Ooh.
So what's our
Corn is
tiebreaker?
delicious.
Hold on.
Corn is
So
still
it's
a
a turkey.
side.
Turkey.
Okay, so turkey's
You
still.
put turkey.
Oh, good. Thank goodness for turkey. Still.
Turkey beat up the.
All
Yes,
right.
Lenny, you said turkey, so turkey beat up corn.
All
All right, so there, corn got upset, and Alex is
That was
upset.
an upset.
Team corn.
So we got mashed
Mashed
potatoes
and
versus
sweet potatoes. Oh, this
Yeah,
is the
are
one
they sweet
people
potatoes
wanted to
with
say.
cinnamon?
How do
Oh.
Or
you
they
fry
just
your
like
sweet potatoes?
we just got like yams.
We're not just eating straight like you're not eating them like an apple. Neither one.
Also,
I don't
are
recommend
the
doing
mashed
that.
potatoes boxed or are they made
Wow.
from scratch?
I think you gotta bring the best to the table. So that's imagine
However
your
you
best-
prefer.
Sweet potatoes.
Your platonic
If we're going
form
the best,
of a sweet potato or mashed potato.
I'm gonna go with sweet potato then.
Yeah, I think I'm going sweet potato too.
Sweet potato.
And I think turkey's
Okay,
gonna
so
take
sweet-
sweet potato.
Sweet potato turkey.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, that's.
What are you putting?
Can we
All
go
right,
back to
you're
one
putting
instead of turkey?
No, it's between you. No, you can
So turkey
right now.
wins.
Do you want turkey or sweet potato? Which do you put? If you
Potato
think
down for the count. Turkey
which do
in the
you?
finals.
So Chris obviously says turkey. Alex, turkey or sweet potato?
See,
He
I
said,
mean,
They
like,
say I have the tiebreaker.
he said turkey.
No, he
I'd
didn't. He
rather
said
sweet potatoes.
so.
Okay.
Sweet potatoes is your answer then.
All right, so that's a tie.
Okay,
We need
see,
a tiebreaker.
and then Selena said.
How's Selena the tiebreaker? That sounds like shenanigans.
Because
She,
Wait,
But
yeah,
she
she's
no,
not
already
here.
voted
I
turkey
don't-
to get this far.
I think she placed bets on this. She might have money
she
on the
put sweet
table.
potatoes. Sweet potatoes won.
Oh my goodness.
Say Alex said it's fixed, and then
Upset of the century.
so
Corn
sweet
should be
potato
in the
wins
end.
that. Okay,
Well, and sweet
so
potatoes
that
are
so
kind of a
sweet
dessert.
potato wins
Right,
for the main
wait.
course.
All right, so now desserts, right?
What? So we got apple pie, chocolate pie.
Apple
Wait,
pie,
what?
I'd go.
Did you
I
say
don't,
chocolate
I
pie?
don't know if I've ever really eaten a chocolate pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, apple pie. Ew.
Okay.
Why
Apple
are
pie
you
win.
making up
Okay.
pies?
It's a thing.
No, it's not. It's dead.
Pumpkin roll,
the
pecan
heck?
pie.
Pumpkin roll?
Pecan pie.
Oh, well,
It's
that's
not even a thing. Don't even question it. Just move on.
Yeah, I go
Pecan
yeah,
pie.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
So
Pecan
Chris says
pie.
pecan pie. Okay.
Alex, yeah.
Okay, then pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie.
I've
Pumpkin
never
pie.
even heard of a sweet potato
Yeah,
pie.
sweet potato pie is savory. Why would you put that as a dessert?
What? It's not. It's big in the South, and
You literally sweet potato just became the main course. How are we having sweet potato with sweet potato pie? That sounds horrible. We're not like the Great Depression.
Farmer's Delight.
No.
so no
we're
sweet
going
potato. So you're putting
Pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Yeah,
Okay.
pumpkin pie versus.
Pumpkin. Okay. Pumpkin cheesecake versus the dark horse, Pikachu lemon tart.
I mean,
I
I'll
feel like
throw
that's
it
just
in.
a lemon tart.
I'll throw a win for Pikachu lemon tart.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I mean, maybe not.
I don't know what it
Maybe
is.
not everybody has a Pikachu lemon tart, but
don't-
my
I don't
house
even-
will have
So
Pikachu.
loud.
My house will have Pikachu lemon tart for dessert this year. I meant to bring the
Why did
cookbook.
pumpkin get thrown on the cheesecake? Why couldn't it just be regular cheesecake?
It got thrown into the cheesecake.
It's
Yeah.
mixed with
Because
the
it's
cheesecake.
Thanksgiving, and it's the only time you eat pumpkin, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, I guess so.
So
now
you
we-
put
So now we're
Pikachu.
at
Okay.
round
To be fair-
two.
Pumpkin is in season, is why.
Yeah.
So what was round two of the?
So
the
then,
thing?
okay. So you got apple pie versus pecan pie.
On pie.
Yeah, I'll go with pecan too.
Okay. So pumpkin pie,
And-
Pikachu lemon tarts.
Yeah, I'm betting on this Pikachu lemon tart. I like it's.
Do you want me to go
Riz-
get the? Do you want to see the picture? Do you want me to get the book?
I mean, maybe we'll throw it up on the screen for the folks at home, but
Well, I'll show you
I
when
give
it's
the
finished.
win to Pikachu lemon tart. What do you think, Alex?
All right. I mean, I'll
Pumpkin
go with
or-
lemon tart because why not?
All right. So lemon
It's
tart
It's
versus
not going to beat pecan pie.
pecan pie. Yeah,
You
well,
can't beat a
Alex-
pecan pie.
So Alex, you vote pecan pie. I'm gonna vote lemon tart. So we need a tiebreaker
And then-
on this.
So Selena's just going to cheat. That's good.
That's
So is she going to vote for the thing she's making or the thing that I'm making? I wonder which way this is going to go.
Have you
That was
been
the one
naughty?
that-
Have you been naughty this year?
that's inappropriate to be asking.
It's Christmas soon.
It's
Naughty
not
or
that
nice? Oh,
the
have
elf.
you been naughty or nice? Is that an appropriate question?
The elf doesn't show up until she says lemon tart. The elf.
See,
The
this is fixed. I
All right.
call rigged.
the
So
elf
lemon-
shows up on Sunday. And
Lemon tart versus
I see
sweet
you when
potato.
you're sleeping.
Dun,
I
dun.
know when
Lemon
you're
tart
awake.
versus Nintendo.
Nintendo.
No, so the
Sweet
finals
potato.
then is lemon tart versus sweet potatoes.
Wait, I thought they were the
Well, I
two
wanted
things that
Turkey
you're
to
eating.
win, so
What?
I'm still betting on the
No,
lemon
this
tart.
is the brackets and then the
finals.
final. You break down the sides.
The foods that matter aren't in it anymore, so you just stop watching
What?
at this point.
What matter? What?
I voted lemon tart.
I mean, might as well just vote lemon tart, because screw it. It's all
Pikachu.
shenanigans at this point.
People would still be
Pikachu.
watching. Yeah, people would keep watching for the dark horse lemon tart,
Pikachu.
rooting for that in the finals.
I was done when pecan pie got knocked out.
Alex is
At
only
that point.
the big schools are out. It's
Right,
like
no,
I'm
no.
only in this for the teams I know. I don't want any upsets.
I'm gonna have to push the mind-body problem till next week, but I'll give the people what
That's
they
fair.
want. Some 24.
What?
Gotta give people what they want.
Did you look at this one,
what?
Alex? The numbers are 6, 6, 2, and 8.
I feel like there's a way to get 6 and 4, but I can't.
That's what I'm gonna do. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4.
There we
4 times
go.
6 is
6 and 4.
24.
6 and 4.
Final thought. I'm thankful for my family. Good night, America.
I like turtles.
Deuces?
Check out Mama of 3 Boutique on Etsy for all your Philly Pride needs. Use promo code WRECKING to save 10%. Find Flizzo on Instagram, that's PHLIZO. Follow Alex on Google Maps. All links in the description. My website, drawingmylifeaway.com.